If you want to move from fear to faith, there's a three things that you want to stop doing now, as in immediately. The first thing is stop delaying gratitude. Have you ever felt that when something happens, then you're going to give yourself permission to be happy about it or even to be grateful, and you're looking for concrete evidence of the things you desire to have occurred before you already step into gratitude? Stop that immediately. Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to the altitudes. Once there was a man and he went with his friend. They went to a very ancient Native American sacred ground. And this sacred ground was a place where people had gone for generations and for a long time to pray for things that were important to them. And at that time, he was very excited. He happened to be a Caucasian gentleman and he was going with his Native American friend. And the idea was that he was going to watch his friend pray for rain because it hadn't rained in a very long time in Los Angeles. And they got to the prayer site. And when they got to the prayer site, he thought, "Ooh, I'm going to see some rituals happening." And his friend went into the center of this space. And when the friend got into the center of the space, he watched his friend just bow his head for a few minutes. And then he raised his head and he said, "Let's go." And he says, "What do you mean, let's go? I thought we were praying for rain." And the friend said, "You don't pray for rain." And he says, "What do you mean? What did you just do?" He said, "When I closed my eyes and bowed my head, I heard the thunder. I saw the lightning. I smelled the rain. I felt the raindrops on my skin. And in that moment of it raining, of me experiencing the rain, I gave gratitude." And that was such a huge breakthrough for him. As the story goes, it rained, and heavily so, that evening. It's the same thing in your life. When you are already grateful for something, then there cannot be fear because you're in the experiencing, the having of the thing. You just stepped into faith. And faith is what's required when that which you have in your mind is not yet something you can hold. The more you're able to step into gratitude, whether you have it in your hands, in reality, or simply in your mind's eye, which is this type of reality, the more the things that you desire will come and accelerate to you. So stop delaying gratitude, give gratitude now. And if for some reason, and some of my clients say, "But Bolo TV, I find it really difficult to be grateful for that particular thing that I want so much and it hasn't happened," then just practice being gratitude for as many things as you can, because that vibration, that frequency is what will match you with your desire faster. The second thing you want to stop doing is to stop worrying and step into wonder. So you can either be worrying, "Oh, this is not going to happen, this is going to go wrong," or you can be about how wonderful it is that life is happening for you, how you are absolutely reasonable and you expect miracles, as Wayne Dyer would say, how everything is unfolding in a way that you could never have planned. And this is where I invite you to basically say, everything is going to happen in my highest and best, and it will happen as I intended and desired, or even better. When you realize that things don't have to match your checklist, things don't have to match what you may have imagined, for them to be extraordinary. When you realize that your vision of things is quite a small vision compared to what is possible for you, when you step into the humility of, "I do not know everything, and I am a human spirit, and it is my birthright, it is my nature to desire, and that's fine." But also know that worry will separate you from your desires quickly. Wonder, curiosity, openness, joy will connect you with that desire. So even if you may not understand, or you may not see evidence, or you may not things may not be happening as you expected or planned, step into the experiencing of wonder and curiosity instead of the experiencing of worry. Release yourself from this idea that if it is unexpected or unplanned, it is undesired or unsafe. Because if you're really honest with yourself, when things happen and you react in a certain way, is it because it's unplanned or it's because it's not what you wanted? That's the first thing. Because some things happen and surprises, and it's great and you love it. And I invite you to also explore when things happen which are not what you wanted. If you're able to step into gratitude, knowing that this is diverting you or moving you closer to something that you desire or even better, then you will stop worrying, you will stop complaining, you will know that when you ask, it is granted. And it may not be granted the way you want it, but it will always be better than you could ever have imagined when you give it up and you look upwards for support and for help. And you step into the humility of knowing you do not know everything. Now, the third thing you never want to do, and I used to do this all the time, was basically imagine that you're the director general of the universe and everything has to be done by you. Your job is to have the intention, to be clear about what it is you desire. Your job is to really be on the frequency, the high vibrational frequency that will be a magnet for the high vibrational experiences that you desire. Your job is not going to go and figure out every single detail. That is not your job. And when you bog down by figuring out every single detail from your left brain perspective, it is tiring. It burns you out. You limit yourself. You do not see the possibilities and the miracles that are absolutely there if you simply relaxed and you opened up and you were prepared to receive the insight and the inspiration. So stepping into being the director general of the universe, which is for you, my controllers and my perfectionists and my hyperachievers, this is where you need to shift from life is happening by me, everything on my shoulders, to life is happening for me, life is happening through me. And when you realize that life is happening through you, it's a completely different relationship with life. You know that once you are clear about your intention and you are focused on ensuring that you are open, relaxed, grateful, high vibrational, the rest is already done. So the three things you really want to stop if you want to move from fear to faith, so you can really shift the experiences in life from scarcity and stress to abundance and bliss, are number one, stop delaying gratitude. Number two, shift from worry to wonder, so stop worrying. And number three, give up being the director general of the universe. Relax and allow. Trust and allow. Stop asking how. All right. I want to know what resonated most for you. I want to know which one of these three is the most difficult or challenging for you. I want you to go and practice at least one of them to see what comes up for you. I cannot wait to connect and look out for my next video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. It will be a joy to see the shifts that you experience thanks to this content. I'd love your comments. I'd love you to share. And I can't wait to see you next week. Love and light.